Good afternoon, guys. I want to make a video presentation about similar to the previous videos that I made. This time, it's a continuation of remaining cargo to load for trimming. This is a capsize vessel, but I keep on insisting of making this video so that you will be familiar with this program, and soon enough you will appreciate it. So I'll start, guys. This is an actual loading sequence or loading plan by the chief officer, and this was done on June 26, 2011. So that will be 15 years ago. But still, we can use this program, and I'll show to you that this program is designed for all season, all throughout the years until you retired. This program will still exist and will help you in your daily work as a chief officer and when you are on board. This program will also be a part of your system. Regardless of your rank, you can use this program and practice. What you have to do is collect all the loading plan or loading sequence of your chief officer and apply the program to this loading sequence or loading plan until you make it. Then you are familiar with the program and you will have a confidence in yourself. Okay, so the loading port is Port Hedland in Australia and the discharging port is Qingdao, China. The cargo is iron ore. Okay, and the density at loading port or Port Hedland is 1.025 kilograms per cubic meter. Okay, and the sailing drop is 7 kilo of 17.75 forward and up. Okay, so that's 7 kilo. And this is the grade of the iron ore, SRF grade. Okay, so it is well distributed, and the total cargo to load is 171,400. And this is the loading sequence, okay, or the pour. So pour meaning we're going to load, and it starts with cargo number 7575 until it reaches up to hold number 2. And the pour is according to the plan. This will be pour 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until it reaches the last stage of pour 19. Okay, so in each hold there's amount of cargo to load. Let's say 7,000, that will be 11,000. I mean, hold number 7 is 11,000, hold number 5 is 10,000. And again, second, after going back to hold number 7, he will load 10,000. These are all the ballast operations and the stripping. This is the required number of hours when using the ballast. On each pour, this is corresponding drop in number 1, that will be forward drop. Upon loading 11,000, then you have a drop of forward of 651, up of 9.77. And here, the load master or loading master will compute the bending moments and shearing force. And you have here the air drop, and this will be your mid drop and your trim. Okay, and this will be the air drop of hold number 1, 5, and 9. Okay, so this is a very good loading sequence, and you follow this pour and follow the cargo holds to before and the amount to before it is sold. Okay. What we are concerned is until pour 17 or the last hold of hold number 2, which is going to load of 6,400 metric tons. Excuse me. And its remaining cargo to load for trimming is 4,000, and its trimming hold is 8 and 2. Okay? So, upon the instructions of the chief officer or night order, uh, upon completing loading in hold number 2 in 417, he has already advised the foreman to stop loading upon completion of port number 17 in hold number 2 of 6,400. He will stop the loading operation and advise the chief officer or the duty officer that the chief officer and the drop surveyor will make a drop reading around the vessel, forward, up, and mid drop. So they will be able to compute how much cargo remaining on board for trimming. So the chief officer and the drop surveyor goes down, take the reading. Upon completion of reading, let's assume that they both agreed that in forward drop, the forward drop is 17.31, the up drop is 17.53, and the mid drop is 17.42, and the trim of 23 centimeters. So once we have these figures, now we're going to use our program. So our vessel is CPO Europe. So this is the CPO Europe program, which I made or I used on board. So in form number 6, which is small weights, which is how to find trim when handling several moderate weights. So our drop forward is how much? 17. So apply it here in your program. Drop forward is 1731. Okay, so you put here 1731, 17.31 forward. And up drop is how much? Up drop is 1753. Okay, 1753. Put here 17.53. Now, your main drop will be 1742 and your trim by 22 centimeters. So 1722 is your mid drop. And you have here is 1742 and 23. Okay, 1742 and 22 here. So your main drop, so your actual mid port upon reading will be 1742. Let's say 17.42 on your port side, and starboard will be 1742. 17.42. Okay, 3153. Double check. 3153. Okay. Okay. So this will be your mid drop, and your final mid drop will be your departure drop. What is your departure drop? Your departure drop would be even keel of 1775. Okay, 1775. 17.75. Once you put your departure drop, automatically you will get your sinkage of 33 centimeters or 0.33 meters. Excuse me. So how do you get this 33 centimeters? That would be 17.75 minus your mid drop of 1742. That will be 33. Okay. So you deduct 1775 minus your sinkage of 0.33. That will be 1742, or 1775 minus 1742. That will be 0.33. So it will take, for your mid drop or your present drop, it will take 33 centimeters to reach 17.75, your final drop or departure drop. Okay. So once you get your sinkage, you will know how much cargo to load for trimming, and this is the figure. Once you put this, once you have the sinkage here, you can get your amount of recommended cargo to load for trimming. So how do I get this one? Excuse me, I just put one M here. 4071. How did I get this one? And look at the formula. K8 times M3 times 100. So K8, K and 8, row 8. That will be 0.33 times M3. What is your M3? M and T. That will be your TPC times 100. So sinkage times TPC times 100. So how did I get this TPC? This TPC is from your departure drop of 1775. You interpolate the TPC, and the exact figure for TPC of 17.75 will be 123.36, which is this one. Okay? So, multiply sinkage times TPC times 100, that will be 471, which is recommended cargo to load for trimming. Okay, so you look at this arrow, scroll down, then with this figure, you type 4071. 4071, okay? So once you type, this will be the actual cargo to load for trimming, okay? For trimming, okay? One F there. Then, so once you loaded 4071, what will be the results after loading 4071? Then your mid drop will be 17.75, which is exactly of your departure drop or your final mid drop, and your sinkage is 0.33, which is the same of your sinkage of 0.33. So this is really an exact figure to load to get this final drop. And here's another way of getting the sinkage is weight times a weight, which is 4071 divided by TPC. Your TPC is this one, 12336 divided by 100. Then you will have your sinkage of 33, which is the same here. So this is, you have two formulas here, this one and this one. Okay, so you know already the weight, how much to load, but look at the sailing plan or loading. I mean the loading plan. Your recommended cargo to load for trimming is 4,000, but the program says otherwise. It says no, you must load 4071. So you have 71 metric tons more. Okay, more. Okay, then there it says here, then go to trim two holes. You go to trim two holes, and this is your trim two holes. Trimming with two holes. Take note of the cargo, 4071. Your forward is 17. How much is your forward? Is 17. Initial drop is 1731. Up drop is 1753. Your main drop is 1742, and trim is 22. This is your MTC, LCF, and TPC. So your trimming hold, according to the plan, is 8 and 2. So go back to the program. Okay, you change now this cargo hold to 2 and 9. 8, sorry. So 2 and 8. So with this program, you scroll down. And what is our trim? According to the plan, we have no trim because it's an even keel. Okay, so there's no trim here. So you put 0. Okay, put 0 there. and he will give you the amount of cargo to load on each hold. So in hold number 2, you load 2024, 2024, okay, 2024, hold number 2, 2024, 2024, and number 7 will be 24/7. On number 8 will be 24/7, okay, if you run it up, and your departure drop will be even keel. Forward will be 7.75, up drop will be 17.75, your trim is 0, and your main drop is 17.75, which is exactly the same with your sailing plan, okay? Forward is 17.75, up drop is 17.75, your mid drop is 17.75, and your 0 trim, okay? Then you go back to form number 6. Okay, form number 6. For number 6, take note that in hold number 2, you have to load 2024, which is this one. So number 2, you have to load 2024, and number 8 will be 2047. So in number 2, 2024, you apply the LCG, and hold number 8 will be 2047. 2047, okay. And you apply the LCG, and your departure drop would be forward will be 17.75, up drop will be 17.75, 0 trim, and your main drop is 17.75, okay? So your mid drop, your deflection is 0, your mid minus your main, that will be your deflection of 0. So how did you get this mid drop? Just equals there, go up, and this is your sinkage, okay? Remember this one, press enter, okay? Then your main drop, how did you get your main drop there? You put equals main drop equals there, put equals, ano ba yan? May drop, put equals, then press here, there you go, okay? That will be your form number 6, even keel, trim 2 holds, even keel. Then we go by trim table. So take note of the cargo to load for trimming is 4071. Hold number 2, you load 2024, and hold number 8 is 2047, okay? From your hold number 2, you have to look for your forward and up correction, okay, in your loading manual. And hold number 8, you have to look for your forward correction or hold number 8 in your loading manual. Now, how did you get this forward correction? I just trim table sheet, which is this one. You can find this in the manual. This is the name of the vessel. So the forward, top part is the drop of the vessel. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. Then you have here the holds, hold number 1, number 2, 3, 4, and so forth. Let's say in hold number 2, you have forward and up correction, and the corresponding drop will be correction will be this one. I choose drop number 18 because our departure drop is almost 18 or 17, so I choose 18. Okay, I choose 18. So in hold number 2, your correction forward is 2.3. So I put here 2.3, 2.3. 1.3. And your up correction, how much is your up correction? Is negative 0.8. Negative 0.8. Okay, there you go. And your number 8 will forward correction is how much? Number 8, you scroll down. I already highlighted. So number 8, forward correction is negative 0.4. Negative 0.4. There you are. And up correction is how much? Number 8, up correction is 1.8. 1.8. Okay? Put here 1.8. Once you apply the correction, forward up correction, you will now get your departure drop or actual drop. Now take note, instead of even keel, trim is, you are trimmed by the stern of 4 centimeters. Your drop forward is 1769 and up drop is 1774. Now take note guys, in hold number 2, forward correction from 10 meters up to 20 meters, they have the same correction. So meaning these are all assumptions. This is not exactly where the point where the correction should lie in the position. So with your up correction from 14 meters up to 20 meters, they have the same amount figures, but these are all assumptions. Okay? So what we have to do, we will adjust the correction to get the exact figure of 17.75 meters even keel. So let's start with forward. So this is the forward correction. Okay, so we start with the forward. Forward is 69, so we have 75. So you have to increase this one. So make this to 2.4. Take note of this figure guys. It will increase. Then 71. So increase it again. Make it 5. A little more. Make it 6. There you go. So you are trimmed, you are trimmed by the head. So now number up correction, you're trimmed by the head now, so we adjust the up. So this up is 1.8, make this 1.9. Okay, make this 1.9. Take note of this figure guys, up. So it's little more, so reduce this one. Make this 8.9. Now it's even keel. Okay. Or let's say make this 8.8. A little less more. 8.8. Take note of this main drop, guys. I think it's okay. 8.8. Let's say 3.6. Okay. Let's reduce this one. You can make it 8.7. 3.6. That will be 7. 1.26. Okay. So that's it. So it's still let's say make it 8.6 guys, make it 8.6, reduce this one, 8.6. What happens? It's now hung 8.6. Okay, make it 8.5. 1.6, make it 8.5. Okay, I think that's it. So that will be 8.5. Oh, trim by the head. I'm sorry. We are not trim by the head, so make it 8.6. Trim by the head. 8.7. Okay. So now it's even keel. So we already adjusted the correction. So well, it's now an even keel, zero trim. So in form number 6, which is how to find trim when handling separate weights, you have even keel here. Even keel and zero deflection. By trim 2 holds, trim 2 holds, you have even keel, zero trim, and zero deflection. Okay? Then by trim table, you have even keel, zero deflections. But at this point, guys, you don't know which hold you're going to load. It's either 2 and 8. Okay? If you load into hold number 8, you will trim by the head. So what I did is that you have to load first number 8 so that you will have a good trim. After completion number 8, you will have to load number 2 to make it upright or even keel. So take note, number 2, the same amount, forward correction is 2.6, you have 2.6, up correction is negative 0.8. And hold number 8, you have 2447, the forward correction is negative 4, and your up correction is 187. Okay? So when this is your initial drop or forward is 17.31, up is 17.53. After loading this amount of 2047, this will be the result of your drop of forward 17.23, up will be 17.91. You carried it down. Then you load number 2 amount of 2024. Upon completion, your drop forward will be 70.75, up drop will be 17.75, and your trim is 0, and your main drop is 17.75, and your deflection is 0. Okay? So you have, as of now, you have 3 programs, and the last one will be form number 7, large weights. Okay? That will be how to find drop and trim when handling weights involving large changes in main drop. Okay, density. Take note of the density at berth is 1.025. So you put here 1.025, 1.025. Take note. Okay, 1.025 here. And drop forward is how much? Drop forward will be 1731. Put here 1731. 17.31. Updraft is how much? 17.53. Put here 17.53. Okay? So your main drop is 17.42, trim is 0.22. Then how much you're going to load in number 2? Number 2 is how much? Number 2 is 2024. 2024. 2024, and your 024 and your hold number 8 is how much? 2047. 2047.
Balik ka rin.
2047. 2047. And your density is 1.025 upon completion. 1.025 upon completion. Okay. And the result of your drop forward will be 17.75. Updraft will be 17.75. And your main drop is 17.75. Your trim is 0 and your deflection is 0, which is the same with your loading plan. Okay, loading plan forward is 17.75, updraft is 17.75, your main drop is 17.75, which is even keel, 0 trim, which is exactly the same with your form number 7 or your how to find draft and trim when handling weight involving large changes in mean drop. Okay? So you have 4 programs to back you up. Okay? This form number 7, then by trim table, okay, by trim table or trimming table, you have even keel here, forward knob, same drop, 0 trim, deflection is 0, and trim 2 holds. Okay, trimming with 2 holds, and you have even keel, forward, up, 775, your main drop is 1775. And your last one is form number 6, which is how to find trim when handling similar moderate weights. Okay, then you will have even keel of 75, 0 trim, main is 775, and your deflection is 0. Take note of the deflection, guys, really exactly 0. If you load this amount, 4,071, you will have this deflection of 0. Okay, I'll show you. For example, you load 4,000 according to your plan. So you put here 4,000. 1, 2, 3. So when you load 4,000, instead of 1475, you will get 1444, 74 and your sinkage is less. Okay, so it is really recommended that you load 4071. So I go back, 4071. Okay, then look exactly. Okay, so and there's another point I'm going you to look into. Of this initial drop, this will be your LCF, MTC, and TPC. The TPC of this main drop, of this initial drop, will be 123.2, which is I put here. This is your TPC, which is the same. Then the amount recommended to load is 4071. So you put here 4071. Okay, the same amount. Okay, press enter. Take note that this figure of 4071 divided with your TPC of 123.20, that will be 33.04. Multiply this by 100, that will be 0.33, which is your sinkage. Okay, so you will get your sinkage. Your present drop, okay, present drop. Present drop is 1742, which is your mid. plus your sinkage of 33, then your final drop will be 17.75, which is the same here. Okay? Now, with the recommended value of 471, which is this one, and then you load, if you load 471, then you will have zero difference, exactly the same amount. Okay? This is only for the vessel of CPO Euro, okay, for this vessel. Now, let's apply this one to another capesize vessel, which is the Cape Odyssey, okay. Now, this is the program for Cape Odyssey. This is also a capesize vessel. So, first, Cape Odyssey, okay, take note, this is another vessel, Cape Odyssey, also capesize vessel. Take note of the LPP, this is 290.2, and the CPO Europe is 283. So the Cape Odyssey is a little bit longer. So what is our drop forward? Drop forward is, how much drop forward? 1731 and 1753. 17.31 forward, up is 17.53. So your main drop is 1742, your trim is 0.22. This is your LCF, this is your FDC, this will be your TPC. So in your actual reading with the drop surveyor, the mid drop would be, port mid drop will be 17.42, and your starboard mid will be also be 17.42. No list, okay? And your final departure drop or mid drop is 17, how much? 17.75 even keel. Okay, so we put here 17.75. 17.75. Now your sinkage now is 33 centimeters. That will be 17.77 minus your mid drop of 17.42. That will be 0.33. Or it will take 33 centimeters from your mid drop or your present drop. You have to sink the vessel of 33 centimeters to reach 17.75 metric tons as your departure drop. And the recommended cargo to load for trimming is, let's say, 4,477, 4,576.9. So how did I get this? Click this one, then you see the formula K8, column K and row 8, that will be your sinkage, times your M3, and column 3, that will be your TPC, times 100. So 0.33 times 138.69 times 100, that will be 4576, okay? Now, how did I get this TPC? From your departure drop of 1775, you interpolate the TPC. So, the TPC of 17.75 is 138.69, which is this one. Okay? Again, sinkage times TPC times 100, that will be 4576.9. Recommended cargo to load for trimming. Okay? M. Then, just a moment. Oh, merge. Cells. Okay. Then take this arrow, scroll down. Scroll down. Then type 4577 to run it up. Okay. Press enter. Then once you loaded this figure of 4577, the result will be 7.55, which is exactly with your departure mid-drop, and your sinkage is 33, which is exactly with your sinkage here. So we just reduce the zero format number. This two. Okay, there you go. And this one, reduce this one to 2. Okay, and this one, your sinkage is the same. Okay, now take note here that the recommended cargo tolerance is 454577. Then this will be your present drop of 742, sinkage 33, and your final drop is 775. And your target is 4577, and the recommended cargo to load is 17 45769, which is only 0.1 difference. But if you run it up, that will be 4577. Okay. Then scroll down. Chase here. Actual cargo to load for trimming is 4577. Then go to trim holes 2. You go to trim holes 2. That will be trimming with 2 holes, then 4577. Your trimming holes is 2 and 8. Okay. This is your initial drop, mid-drop trim, and your MTC, LCF, and TPC. So you have already your trimming hold of 2 and 8 here. Your remaining cargo to load for trimming is 4577. Scroll down, and your trim, because you have even keel, your trim would be 0. Okay, pause 0 there. Then scroll down, and the recommended cargo to load for hold number 2 is 2340, 2340, and number 8 will be 2237. 2237, if you round it up, and your departure drop would be forward 7.75, updraft 7.75. Your trim is 0 and your main is 7.75. So you get the target drop here, and your deflection is 0. Mid drop minus your main drop is 0. Okay. Then we go by trim table. We have number 3 drop. 3 drop program. So take note of the trimming amount of 4577. Cargo hold number 2, you will load 2340. 2340. Number 8 is 2237. 2237. Then again, we apply this forward up correction. Okay. So forward in hold number 2. Forward in hold number 2. Okay. Is forward. That is almost 80 meters. Hold number 2 is 2.3. Look at here, 2.3. 2.3. Up is negative 0.8. negative 0.8 here. Then we go to hold number 8. Forward corrections negative 0.4. Negative 0.4 up is how much? 1.8. Okay, 1 point. So what will be the drop here? You are trimmed by the head. So you have more drop here. So adjust your forward correction. We make this, let's say 2.9. Little more, take out, make this 8, 2.8. You are trimmed by the head. So make this 7. Okay. You are trimmed by the head. Make this 2.6. Now save in keel. Okay. Okay. How about a little more? Make it 2.5. Take note of 26 here. 2.5. 26. Better 26. 26. Okay. So leave it at this. Now you have even keel, forward and up, and main drop and main, that will be even keel, 0 trim, and your reflection is 0. Now take note of your, put this one, make this, okay, better. So in hold number 8, because you will first load in hold number 8, so we'll have a good trim. Number 8 is 2237, forward corrections negative 4, up corrections 1.8. Hold number 2 is 2340, forward is 2.26, up is negative 8. Okay? So you have to load first in number 8, so you will have a good trim. This is your initial drop after loading hold number 8 of 2237, and this will be your new drop of 1722, 1793 up. Carry it down, then you load in number 2 of 2340 after completion. Loading number 2, you will have an even keel drop of 7.75, 0 trim, and your main drop will be 17.75. In your excuse me, deflection is 0. Okay, this is almost the same here. Okay, that will be form 6, trim 2 holes with trim table, and now the last one will be your form number 7, how to find drop and trim when handling weights involving large changes in mean drop. Okay, the density at berth is 1.025. Okay, and the initial drop forward, how much was the initial drop forward? 1731. Okay, 17.31. 17.31. Updraft is 17.53. 17.53. Okay, make this like this. 753. Make it 2. Okay, then scroll down. Our trimming hold is 2 and 8. How much you load in number 2? Number 2 should be 2340. 2340. 2340. And number 8 is how much? 2237. 2237. 2237. What is your LCG of number 2? Number 2 LCG is negative 9196. And number 8 is 6750. Okay? Then you scroll down. Then you put your density before completion or upon completion of 1.025. And your main drop here will be 1775. And your final drop forward will be 1775. Up drop will be 1775. Your main drop is 1775. Even keel, your trim is 0 and your deflection is 0. Take note, guys, that they have 4 programs. This form number 7, trim table, okay, trim table, trim 2 holds, okay, and your form number 6 of how to trim, fine trim in handling several page, okay. And look at your drop here. Even keel, 0 trim, and your main is 1775 and the pressure is 0. By trim 2 holds, your deflection, your trim is even keel, forward and up, 0 trim, main drop is 75, deflection is 0. And by trim table, okay, trim table, your trim, your drop forward is even keel, up, main, same, 0 trim and deflection is 0. The other one, loading force in number 8, and your departure drop forward and up is 75, 0 trim, main is 75, and 0 deflection. And the last one, number 7, and this one, you apply your density at berth, okay, density at berth, and your departure drop would be 1775, 75 even keel, 0 trim, and deflection is 0, okay. So what I showed you is that in any vessel, you can use this program regardless of the size of your vessel. As long as it is bulk, you can use this program. Take note that this is also a capesize. The name of the vessel is Cape of the Sea. Okay, I'll show you. This is Cape Odyssey. Okay. This is lightship. This is Cape Odyssey. So, and what is the name? We can find the Cape Odyssey. Tripulation. Yeah. Strap. Get here. Cape Odyssey. Okay. While in CPO Europe, the initial drop, the initial is Cape Odyssey. What's the name of the drop here? Name of the vessel. Anyway, capacity table. This is Cape Odyssey. CPO Europe. Okay. This is CPO Europe. This is CPO Europe. Okay. They have the same result. So that's it, guys. If you like this program, please click the like button, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click the notification bell. I'm sure that you will like this program. And take note, the loading sequence used was in Was in how much? When was that? Uh, take note. When was somewhere around here. June 26, 2011. Now is 2026, July. So that will be 15 years ago, guy. You still use this program as a great as it is. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching and have a good day or good night.